Welcome back to the House of Tesla in William Ware Games Corner. We continue where we left it, trying to get the train to start. Board, which we can control, so we can connect. We can also rotate it. What are we connecting here? We need to use that to connect. Maybe something. No, I already moved that. Okay, let's go back to the train. I think it's just gonna go back where I found it. Yeah, so you see, this has electrodes in all these places. This has electrodes in all these places. So we're saying like 11, 12 and 1, 3, 4 and 6. So these 3 are at the top, these 2 and this one. This connects, these 2 connect, these 2 connect, and this connects. So I think like this should work. Yeah, that's one. And that opened the door, and that opened the engine. The engine, which I don't think I can. No, I cannot do anything. Let's go. Let's go here. After setting the first part of the fuse box correctly, I was able to make my way into the cabin. The blueprint for the locomotive seems to show all the elements I need to start up or repair in order to move the train safely, in order to hopefully arrive at the laboratory and its security features. If only I was a little more successful with funding, this could have changed the world, but maybe it still will. One, 2, 3, 4. It's the same. Yeah, it's this one. One, we need to sort this box, which I think I just did. 2, something here in the floor of the cabin, which is that. A damaged piston. I'm guessing you won't happen to have a replacement piston about. It will be stored somewhere else, because why would you? Oh, that's nice. I knew there would be an achievement for that. What's this? A handle? On the matter of electric locomotion, I have observed conventional locomotives for a long time, and now I'm convinced that the combustion engine was a necessary compromise, but no longer. Constant friction of pistons and valves, the always present dangers of explosions, and sudden changes in pressure not to mention all the soot and smoke and ash. All of this can be replaced by a far simpler, more enduring, and more human-friendly system. The rotating magnetic field, as used in my polyphase motor, is ideally suited for rail traction. The rotating magnetic field, as used in my polyphase motor, is ideally suited for rail traction. Current could be drawn from the tracks themselves, needing almost no extra infrastructure, and if my experiments at the Wardenclyffe Tower are successful, the same method could be used for ships, aircraft, and maybe even small personal vehicles, all through the air without pesky wires. Trains here in the USA really change history, and this could be the next step. It could reshape the very idea of transit. Everything seamless, everything part of one big ecosystem of cities, factories, and power plants. What's this? I need to make sure every part of the locomotive is in working order. There must be something still left to do. Everything. I still need to fix number 1, in fact. It's still red. Can I go this way? Oh yes, I can. Anything sneaky? Yes. Can't really do anything from up here. So let's go to the next wagon. I can open this, right? No, I can't. Can I use the handle? A ceramic disc. Aimer and amend. Dear Mr. Tesla, we thank you kindly for your request to manufacture this most unusual appliance. As we advised you during our correspondence, we cannot guarantee that the aforementioned apparatus will work according to its full potential, given the specific limitations and the experimental nature of the chemicals used and the electronic elements provided. However, we wholeheartedly believe that in your hands it might serve as a bold step towards a groundbreaking and exciting new technology. We wish you many a successful scientific experiment. Always yours truly, Aimer and Amend, Elmira, New York, 26th of February 1900. And it's this apparatus, apparently. A machine to help make complex circuit boards. The ceramic discs go there, gets treated, gets printed, gets treated again. I have to say it's nice because I am not in any way a electrical expert on electric components, but I understand this is close to how integrated circuits are actually done. Where the material gets treated at different points. We have another circuit board, but this one needs to connect in a different way. We'll see afterwards. And we will still need a third one. So, is there anything in here? No. There is a memory.
Sunday, March 18th, 1900. I went to the lounge of the Hotel Belclair to get a little bit of peace. I know Sam means well, but these social events are incredibly exhausting. I can almost hear him. Can't you see how many came just for you? So many stories tied up in one moment. In the future, one of them might get entangled with yours. That's the famous Mark Twain. He convinced a few useless rich people to consider investing in my next project, and still managed to see something poetic about it. And this wasn't the first time Samuel Clemens helped me. I was barely on the cusp of adulthood, and my father, despite my protests, insisted that I become a parish priest like him. But God had other plans. I found myself on my deathbed. My doctor gave me months to live, and all hope escaped me. But one day, a book fell into my lap. It was outstanding. It completely absorbed me and kept me in bed even more than my illness, which I had completely forgotten about. They were early works of Mark Twain, and to them I attribute my miraculous recovery. When my father saw how narrowly I had escaped death, he agreed to let me decide my future career. So I headed west to study engineering. 20 years later, I met Sam in person for the first time. As I told him my story, I saw the otherwise jovial man shed a heartful tear. Suddenly, I was snapped out of my daydream. A friendly, "Howdy, Nicola," came from behind me, and an ornate wooden cube landed on the table in front. "With the help of a skilled carpenter, I prepared a gift for you. Just for this occasion," Sam continued. "I wonder if you can guess what it is." What was it that Sam brought me?
I don't understand this. A book. That box was a
Of
book.
course. What else could be a gift from a famous writer? But that wasn't all.
Nothing.
Samuel had always been a big prankster, so there was a chance the box was empty.
Money.
Sam had invested in some of my projects, but this was definitely more personal. The mischievous grin on his face said it all. He definitely had something in store to tease my brain cells.
I don't understand the objective of those bits in the game. Okay, so they wanted a more proper puzzle here. That's fine.
Precise workmanship. The internal mechanism must be very complex.
I need to drag. What happened? I did that by mistake. I don't know what I did. Okay, well. Now I don't know what the objective was. That's annoying.
The puzzle is more complicated than I expected. Why did he decide to give it to me here?
It's more complicated than I expected. Why is that the solution? Is creating something in rows, maybe?
Didn't he mention a meeting with a potential investor?
Well, that one was trivial. Very inconsistent puzzles.
Inside was Samuel's yet unpublished book. I knew it would be another amazing experience. I couldn't have asked for a better gift. But I didn't have time to rejoice for long. Sam smiled, pulled his watch out of his breast pocket, and exclaimed, "It worked out beautifully. It's almost time." At first, I didn't understand what he meant. But when I looked at him, I began to suspect some trickery. There was a knock, followed by a smug chuckle. "Like a Swiss watch," my friend added. He planned it well. He kept me entertained long enough for me not to wriggle my way out of it. And now it was too late. I had to try and make a good first impression. The woman who entered was introduced as Rose Kelly, a representative of an interested investor. She was courteous and spoke politely. Unlike other investors, she knew not just my name, but also the details of my previous projects. We talked about Colorado Springs and my Wardenclyffe plans. I asked what I should expect from the investor she represented. Do they know my work as well as she does? She assured me that she and her fiancé fully supported my world vision, free energy available to everyone, and a global communication network. Fiancé? That made sense, but why hadn't she told me his name? I had no option but to cut to the chase. "Mrs. Kelly, what is the name of your fiancé?" She hesitated, smiled timidly, and looked me straight in the eye. "Alistair Crowley," she said in a weak voice, as if she already knew my reaction. At that moment, just one thought took over my mind. Alistair Crowley was...
Charlatan, sorcerer, cult leader, thief, unacceptable. Probably all of them.
I knew enough about the man. To associate my name with his would cost me the trust of the scientific community. But it wasn't his
Oh,
fiancé's
that was the
fault.
real one.
I suppressed my rising indignation and replied calmly. "Mrs. Kelly, I very much appreciate your interest and your offer. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I will certainly let you know. But for now, I need some time to think." Perhaps it sounded colder than I intended, because she just sadly nodded her head and left the lounge with a farewell. Samuel looked at me with a questioning expression. I had to explain it to him. "You've never heard of Crowley? He tells people tales of demons, magic, and other worlds. A charlatan. The nonsense people like him put out makes the work of all scientists and inventors that much harder." Samuel pondered and replied, "My friend, wouldn't it be better to give him a chance? You know your financial situation. Besides, don't you think it might be good if someone like that helped an inventor for once? I shook my head. I appreciated his good intentions, but my principles were always important to me. And on that day, I chose to follow them.
Are these memories long? The book. Dearest Nicola, I truly value our friendship and I want to give you a gift. Perhaps not something you wish for, probably not something you deserve inflicted upon you, but definitely something you will like anyway. Behold my short kitsch novel, or a long mistake as some might put it, The Purloining of Prince Ole Margarine. It is unprinted, unpolished, and possibly unpublishable, but it has a heart, a lofty idea, a few jokes, and a prince who vanishes under circumstances I no longer understand myself. Your fellow experimenter Samuel L. Clemens, also known as Mark Twain. Yes, if you ever build a machine that can fill in plot holes, I'll gladly test it for you. This one has 9, 11, 12, 4, 5, 6. So this will not work. This has 3 and 3. Maybe this for this one? Yes. 10, 11, 12, 4, 5, 6. Like that. All 3 connect here. And that connects to all of them? No. And this one connects to this. This connects to both of them. That's correct. I guess I can't do anything here, so let's go back to the top of the train. I need to put connected colors maybe. I see, okay. So the black, there is only one black, so this green needs to connect with the green. Now there's only one teal, so this needs to connect to another red. This one or this one? I think this one. Blue can connect to blue, and purple can connect to purple. That gives me a lever. Better than 8. And lever. And that takes you to that. And that is another ceramic disc, which I'm assuming we can use in the same way. Perfect. Fine. Let's put this in the right place. Oh, we have sorted 3 apparently. So these need to connect. But that cannot be here. This one will not connect, so that's not possible. No. No. Also no. This one is looking more likely. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's the one. Yellow. What do you mean yellow? This. This one connects in the same way. This one is not connecting. That's wrong. No, there is nothing there to connect to. These two are right, and this one is right, so how is this not correct? This one is not connected. That's right. So what now? Is this all happy? I don't think I need to do anything else here. Number 1 is fixed, number 2 is fixed. I don't think I can do anything here yet. I didn't actually look at what happened. What did I open? Oh, that. Front of the train. Let's go back to the front of the train. Can't do anything here. No, I can open that. That was apparently the right thing to do. Yeah, this didn't actually tell me anything new. Oh, there is a text here. I saw another one of my lost memories, this time about someone who I know was very important to me, Mark Twain. Personally also known as Samuel Clemens. I don't remember much about him, but I know he was my best and truest friend. Someone who always believed in me, who hoped that in time I would change the world, maybe make it a little bit kinder place, much like he did with his beautiful literature. In this memory, I refused his help with making new connections, refused additional funding from a man I apparently disliked, although I have no recollection of it. It seems almost pointless now, when I see all these inventions, all this wasted potential, just because of my pride? Or was it more than that? Am I still missing important memories about this Aleister Crowley, and it will all make sense after I remember? I'm still confused. For now, I need to explore, remember, and piece the information together, one memory or concept at a time. Maybe after that I could visit my old friend Samuel and tell him all about my adventures. I'm sure he would gladly help me find myself and maybe even write a book about it. So what now? Apparently that's not it, because that did nothing. However, as usual, I don't see anything I can interact with. So what? What am I supposed to do now? Oh, there is something here. I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I supposed to be doing here? Why is there no feedback? Okay, I think I need to reach this place with the golden one. That makes at least some sense. Maybe missing something. This is not... I'm not changing the situation at all. I basically need to do one change in which I stop one of these from moving. Otherwise, I just did it. Oh. There. Oh, that took long. So that's the train sorted. Only missing this, the transmission, I think it is. Now, how do we fix the transmission? Is there anything to do with this roaming here? It is. Alright, so we take the pieces and we get them in the right place. What? Cannot do that. Cannot rotate this one. I think I need to put this one from the bottom. That. There we go. Repair piston. Now we're cooking. Back to the transmission box. That goes there. All systems are green. Let's go. And that's the end of chapter 3. Project World Wireless Wardenclyffe Laboratory. That's chapter 4. And that's gonna be the end for now. I may record a bit more before I edit this video, but in case I do not, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in William Ware Games Corner.